Raspis, which connection do Rastafarians have towards reggae music? Because whenever they play reggae music,
I feel at home.
You feel at home.
My
There's
heart
even in the song I like, one of the songs I really treasure over the later Feel Like a Dube, Back to My Roots. He talks about when you went to the party.
And the music they played was no good for us.
And no, I have to go back to my roots.
If reggae music is my best music, then I think if hip hop is your best music, then you should call it reggae. It's just a name of that music that you really love. But most of all, reggae comes in with a different definition.
Okay.
With different explanations. They call it the African heartbeat, Rastaman vibration. It has those names to show you. Mostly, this reggae, when I refer to Lucky Dube, the way he came up with reggae, he was doing this Kwapanga music. He has some name of South African local music.
Yeah.
Because he was the father, he was also on part of the father's band, and they were playing this local music. You see what I mean? Yes, they were ripping very much.
Yeah.
Then, but Lucky Dube is like, but whenever I play reggae, I get some few, like 5 hands in the crowd, and they are like, we want reggae. So he realized these few people who are in this crowd, they might be representing another big crowd out there. But then these people listened to reggae music. Reggae music is so magical that the words in it are also very important. They are more of spiritual words. But when it comes to reggae, that is the music I would love to listen to on a Sunday. Like other people will come out, who wants to listen to country music from. But when it comes to reggae music, we are now keeping it African. Though, yes, because when you see Bob Marley, how he started it, he changed the whole system of ska music. Ska music, this is the music that was played by these slave traders. This is the music they liked, and they liked we Africans to dance to it. So most Africans coming from slavery to Jamaican islands, Caribbean, they are like, but how long shall we listen to ska music and dance to ska music? For it, it's like, have you ever seen Mzungu dancing?
But they don't follow the beat.
It's offbeat. So Bob Marley is like, yes, my father was a Mzungu. And then I know this ska music is what is trending. Here in Jamaica, we are all slaves from America and where we come from, because Jamaica was a place where they deposed all. When Martin or Marcus Garvey was like, any free African, if you're ready to get free, go back home. Though you don't know where you come from, get on this Starliner, get on this 9-mile boat, and I'm taking you to an island called the Caribbean. Africans wanted to leave slavery and come to Africa, but you know, you're an African, you're black, but you don't know if Tanzania is home. You don't know if Uganda is home. So all Africans from slavery, they were deposed on the Caribbean islands. So they were listening to ska music. Then that's when the Bob Marley is coming. They're like, we want to be free. We are tired of this music of the slave traders. So he changed the beat of the piano. He changed a little bit of ska. You see what I mean? So it had to have that strumming, and then even the guitar, it's changed. When changed, it slowed down the pace of the ska music, because those guys, for them, they were like this. It's like a dance of warrior. I mean, it's like a war, because that music was, I told it was like every Friday they would put these slave traders on the pulpit and play and make them dance ska. But then reggae is a redefined slave music. And then to fit an African, you see, an African who has been suffering abroad and is tired of that negative vibe. And that's why they call it positive vibe. Just through the instruments, they brought that African drum. You see what I mean? That humming of the drum. You see, when you see reggae music, the drumming is different. So this is music that is supposed to bring harmony to an African heart and bring wisdom to an African heart, because you have to listen to the message in the music to know what reggae is. So this is reggae for a real calm African, and and that's the purpose of all music that calm you down and teach you and really remind you of where we come from, because you can't know where you're going from when you when you
don't
know where you're coming from. So that is all reggae, big definition. But it's rebel music at the same time. Allow me to finish this word, why they call it rebel music.
Why?
So Lucky Dube used reggae music, because when they were playing this Kwapanga music for that local music of South Africans, with the father, they had a band, forgotten the name. He's like, those are the days when appetite was growing and it was trying to penetrating. Lucky Dube is watching. So whenever he could get the mic and play some reggae and say some words, emancipate yourselves, to those words they usually use. From mental slavery, Some people would be like, yes, keep singing that music. Because it was music that really showed them there is trouble coming and alerted them. So the Mzungu, when he went to see these people are listening to reggae music, whenever Lucky Dube sings, you see, they are rebels. They are trying to fight our Operation Appetite. You see? So they ended up knowing rebel music is, reggae is rebel. Because that's the only way they could communicate to, like, not let that Mzungu know very well. By the time the Mzungu knew that these guys were singing songs of trying to alert themselves or bring themselves together, that's when they imprisoned Lucky Dube in the earlier days. Guy has just made his first album and then they tried to stop it. And now the mistake they made trying to stop his music, reggae, that's what made it rebel. Everybody was like, you're stopping the music that bring us together, that unite us. So they end up calling it rebel music because for us it's always about against slavery. It's always about emancipating yourselves from mental slavery. Yes, man, even when you look, some superstars like some legendaries like Culture has sung about COVID. All they will want is to put marks on us. They number us. They know how many numbers we are.
Chipande system.
So reggae music is rebel because it tries to bring us together away from the colonialists, from the slave masters, from corruption. You see, that's why they call it rebel music. So if you're wise, then you got to be listening to reggae music.